So I was looking through the White Rabbit's YouTube channel, looking through his videos, looking for anything that I could debunk or make fun of, apart from the whole homosexual agenda video, which is going to come out soon. I'm working on it. There's not really a lot of other stuff that needs debunking apart from the whole Illuminati conspiracy bullshit, which I said about the Vigilant Christian I'm not going to get into because there are plenty of other people that do it better than I, and yeah, it's been debunked by pretty much everyone and their mom and their mom's mom. So I came across this interesting little video of this Jewish guy walking around in Paris and getting, I guess you could say, harassed or something like that. But there are a few things, and yeah, this particular part of footage has gotten somewhat of international and mainstream media attention, but I thought I'd just step in and give my little 2 cents on it, because there are a few things that did kind of make me raise an eyebrow or two. The first thing that I, of course, asked myself is, what is the intent of this entire clip supposed to be? And I guess it's supposed to show how racist and anti-Semitic France and Paris specifically are supposed to be, but I don't think that's entirely accurate, or that's not necessarily what I got from watching this clip. So the first thing that you'll notice is the guy's entire dress code. I mean, he's got the glasses and the kippah on. It's very, he's kind of overdoing it in a way. I mean, the only real thing that's missing here is the long beard and the side locks, in my opinion. But this entire thing seems very constructed. And what do I mean by constructed? Well, it's sort of like what you see on To Catch a Predator with, I think his name is Chris Hansen, and the German version. There's actually been a German version of this called Tatort Internet, Crime Scene Internet, with a similar, very odious example of human existence. And the problem with these shows, as well as with this video, is that they're obviously taking advantage of a situation that they themselves create. So, yeah, what does this mean for this video exactly? Well, again, for one, we have the over-the-top dress code, but what you'll notice when looking at the footage, this is just like a minute or two, but this entire thing goes on for, I think, 10 hours or something, is that the guy is walking through what seems to be, or is apparently, a very Muslim suburb, a very Muslim part of Paris. And yeah, we all know how Muslims, specifically, let's say lesser educated Muslims or, Muslim extremists, how they think of, what they think of Israel's policies against the Palestinians. But even if he was walking through, let's say, the island where Notre Dame is on, and he'd get, I would assume he'd still get some stares with that outfit, but I don't necessarily think it's something of a racist or anti-Semitic kind of thing. I guess it's just the same thing if someone like a white European or a white American would be walking down the streets of, let's say, Nagoya, or, places like that. If you stand out that much in comparison to other people on the streets, you are just going to attract some stares here or two. Another reason why I think that it gets these stares has to be with French media. And in order to understand what I mean with that, I have to talk a little about US media first. What you'll realize very quickly when watching something like CNN, like Fox News, or even MSNBC, is that they're really, really, really pro-Israel, especially CNN and Fox News. It's always the evil Hezbollah or the evil Hamas, And yes, while Hamas and Hezbollah in some cases aren't really any different from the current right-wing Israeli government, Jewish or Israeli terrorists attacking Palestinian civilians in the name of, nation, country, and Yahweh is something that you hear very, very rarely in mainstream U.S. media. In fact, the last time I can recall that CNN actually did a story on this was in Christian Amanpour's God's Warriors, where she talks about, Jewish terrorists and Jewish fighters for God and all that. And that came out 9 years ago. If you're actually looking for, American news media that deals with the other side, with the Palestinian side, you actually have to go for independent sources. You're not going to get any of that in the mainstream media. Now, in places like France or England or Norway, Sweden, etc., their news media is indeed very different, and I'm just going to use that phrase here. They are, in fact, more fair and balanced than, let's say, Fox News, that prides itself with that slogan, but it's anything but fair and balanced. And people in those countries usually tend to get both sides of the whole Near East conflict on mainstream news networks. So yeah, that was my take on this little video that's been circling around the internets. I know it's not perfect. I might have missed a few things that I would have liked to talk about after this, but that's just my take on it. And as promised, I will be doing the homophobic, homoerotic agenda. No, the homophobic, what was it called again? The homosexual agenda. There, now we have it. Can't even get that title straight. I will be doing this video within the next few days, and also what I'll be doing in the near future is taking apart the Vigilant Christian's manifesto, the video entitled Why I Believe What I Believe, because he makes some rather, how should I say, outrageous statements concerning the Bible and its history and his motivations and what truth is and all that fun stuff. So stick around, have a nice day, and we'll see each other soon.